I think I don't have my agenda open in front of me right now, but I think we should say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
to the
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
justice for all. All right, it's 7:05 a.m. and this is a special Oaks Public Schools Board meeting for the purpose of discussing the purchase of a driver's education vehicle. We delayed a decision on this because we had asked for getting quotes on more vehicles for our consideration. We are meeting at the Oaks Public Schools Conference Room. Ryan Rosendahl, Bill Schmitz, Sheila Nagel, and April Herring are there. I'm joining by Zoom along with Robert Thorpe, and it looks like Craig Steinhoff is also with us by Zoom. Is that right?
You're correct. Good morning.
Okay. All right. So with that, we have before us the decision of considering purchasing a new driver's ed vehicle. If I'm not mistaken, all of the used ones that you had presented to us are no longer available. So what we have, the information that we have is a 2021 Equinox from Lust in Aberdeen at $26,350 and a 2021 Equinox from Bloomhart's in Ellendale for $27,574.
And to give an update, the 2021 at Lust was sold yesterday. But if we give enough parameters, they said that they could, try to find another one too, even if it's a little bit older. But yeah, so right now, unless they got something else, Lust has no Equinoxes available. And I did ask them to search for Impalas or sedans or any other type of mini SUVs.
That's on an Equinox.
Yeah, and so they were searching for those too, but they didn't have any on their lot at the time. That would be within our age range, I guess.
April, were you able to check with Corey at all on price matching?
Corey did not return my call yesterday, but I'm sure if we give him this is how much we're gonna, like a max or amount, a parameter type thing, he might work with us. He had said he'd work with us before, so I just told him to give me a call back when he had a chance, but I didn't hear back from him.
Any other questions, board members, thoughts?
And Jeff doesn't have anything.
He's still looking.
Yep.
He just
What about-
before this? Before he holds.
We can't hear you.
I just said Jeff, good looking, there's nothing there. It's
Okay.
a tight market.
All right. So then, what are the thoughts about the vehicle that we would likely be getting rid of as far as a trade or outright sale? If it's that tight a market, it seems like we should be able to sell it ourselves and maybe do a little bit better.
I think those Impalas will sell.
Yes.
Too.
I think so.
I can sell it now. See what- get it
So
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
we can advertise for bids and put minimum bid of 5,000 or, whatever you want, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a quick search on those and I saw them for, excuse me, 6,000 to 7,000 on dealer lots, kind of all over the place. So I think that's very reasonable. We could get in that neighborhood, which is several thousand more than the trades they're offering for. So that'd be my thought.
Yeah.
Especially being a tight market. Yeah.
All right. What is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to start bidding for the Impala to sell. What's the minimum?
6.
6.
So
Okay.
sell it for minimum of 6.
Nagel moves to offer the Impala for sale for a minimum of $6,000. However, there's nothing about purchasing a new vehicle in the motion, to be clear, right? Or did I not hear?
No.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'd second for the sale, yeah.
Schmitz seconds. Is there any discussion?
My question is, does the school pay the same amount of sales tax as normal people or businesses? Or if you sell a car and then buy a new one?
April, what, you, well, I don't think Robert can hear you when you're shaking your head.
Oh, that's right, he can't see me. No, the school is sales tax exempt, so the only thing we pay for is basically a new title and new plates.
So trade selling, and we don't have to factor sales tax at all. Then.
Nope, no.
All right, so there is, go
I
ahead.
guess if we put this up for bids, are we going to wait to sell it and then try to buy something after the fact? Is that what everybody's thinking?
That's not what I'm
I think we
thinking.
can find something right away.
Okay. Ryan said he thinks we should buy something right away. Anyone else?
I agree with that.
Sheila agrees. I agree.
I just want to say, I agree, but get this out. I just texted Lau because I know he has auctions on Thursdays.
Mhm.
Today's a big day, so having it this morning makes me a little, I just texted Jeff. He's Thursday are auction days. So can we,
Can we set like a price?
And, yep, and like what we're looking for, like age range,
Yeah.
price, and, do we want it to have, certain interior or, something like, some parameters.
I make a motion, we make a decision Monday morning. Give them a weekend.
We already have a motion on the floor.
Yep, sell
Shall
that
we-
car. Yeah.
Right.
So I think
So-
we agree to start selling that, because the sooner we sell that, the sooner we have that money to put towards the new one.
Okay. So let's vote on the motion that we have before us. Unless there's any further discussion on the motion, or if there's an amendment to the motion, let's vote on the motion we have before us, which is to offer the Impala for sale for on bids for a minimum of $6,000. Is that the motion, April?
Yep.
All right, is there any further discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor, well, let's do a roll call. That's cleaner when we're doing a Zoom meeting, please.
Okay. Ryan?
Yes.
All right. Bill?
Yes.
Sheila?
Yes.
Robert?
Yes.
And Sonia?
Yes. All right, the motion passes to offer the Impala for sale. Is there an additional motion with regard to the purchase of a new vehicle?
Do we want to say, like, if there's an auction today or whatnot, do we want to say purchase of a new driver's ed vehicle within 3 years of age at up to like 26,000? Or 25,000 or something like that? So that way, if he does get one and he calls us, we can say,
Yeah,
yes,
we'll take it.
yep.
That's what I would like to do that.
All right, is there a motion to, with the parameters that whoever makes a motion wants to put in the motion? It's pulling
Is
teeth
there
here.
anything specific that we have to have on the vehicle for the waiver?
It has to have the safety features of like the backup camera, backup sensor. And then just has to be within 5 years old. So like when I was looking for him, I was staying within that 3-year range. So we're not doing this every year.
Right.
2018.
Absolutely.
Yep, 2018
Or
or newer.
19, I guess.
Or 2019 and newer. And then it just has to have the safety features. And I know, like me and Craig had talked upholstery wise.
Is it basically 4 doors, so it could be again, a sedan or a mini, like an SUV.
Yeah.
We don't, that way, I think it said everybody's been pushing towards not pushing, but
Yeah.
has been an SUV.
just 'cause
Maybe
that's what
giving them
we're
that, say,
doing.
hey, yeah, if there's another Impala out there, get it.
And then we had talked like upholstery, we said, cloth isn't the best with all the people in and out. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but we would prefer something other than cloth. I mean, leather.
Upkeep, yeah.
So now it's just the price, basically.
And refresh my memory, if it's older than 10 years, we can't use it, correct? But if it's in that range.
If it's within the 10 years, you can use it, but then you can't do the waiver.
Has to be 5 or
Yeah.
more.
They have 500, and the waiver is basically if they pass driver's ed and behind the wheel, they get a certificate and they take it when their permit expires and get their driver's license. So they don't have to take the road test.
And that's in the 5 years. So if we buy 2018, it's going to expire in 2 years.
Basically, yeah.
Like
So,
2019 minimum.
so we're on something newer. I mean,
Yeah.
1920, so we have at least some time on it.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
year's the equinox?
16.
7, no,
So that one,
hold on.
it's like right on
It's
the.
gotta be-
That one is right on the edge. I know that. Let me pull it.
Yeah.
Is the question, what is our current driver's ed vehicle that we're not replacing? What year is that?
The 2017. So what
Okay,
we
so
want
we
is
have a
next-
2017 vehicle and we need to acquire another vehicle that is less than 5 years old. The 2017 vehicle will have to be replaced after next year
Mhm.
in order to maintain the waiver. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. So board members, is there a motion with the parameters that we want to give our administrators to purchase a vehicle?
So right now it's 2019 or newer, safety requirements for DOT, a 4-door and then non-cloth upholstery. So price,
So the prices that we had been looking at for a 2021 with Lust was $26,350. With Bloomhart's was 27,574. Some of the 2020 from Lust, which again is no longer available, was 25,880. So the lowest price 2021 vehicle that we had looked at was 26,350.
Hey,
26,
I said 19 or newer with gold, no more than 26.
right.
They might get it with the 19, they might fight it.
I don't think you should buy a 19 for 26 when you can buy a 21 for 26 though.
No, we're just saying, we're trying to say if you want to get less, 26 is max. You might find a 19 for 19.
Well, if we can get the 21 from Blue Mart for 26, wouldn't that be the way to go? Then we got
Yeah.
a 21 year, then we got
5 years.
5 years on it.
Yeah, if, yeah.
If he'll do it
If
for
he'll
that, I
deal
mean,
with
he'd have
this,
to
and
come
if he
down.
won't, I bet Lust will drop theirs $350.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna do 26, I'd say we get the 21, so we have a 5 full
Yeah,
years.
you'll have warranty.
Then get the full warranty.
Yeah.
All right, I'm hearing conversation that seems to indicate that we're interested in a 21 model for about 26,000. That's the number we want to give our administrators to work with. Is that correct? All right, is there a motion so that we can bring this to a close?
I guess I'll make the motion. I'll make the motion.
Brian Rosendahl moves to try to buy an acceptable driver's ed vehicle with the appropriate safety features, 2021 model, 26,000 or less. Is that the motion?
Not necessarily the 2021. If we can get the 2021 for that.
Okay. Now, the model year is not in the motion then. But we don't want a 2020 model for 26,000 if we can get a 2021. So I think we need to give our administrators some guidance, but some discretion here, right?
I would say the 21, I mean, just so we have more time to use it. I mean, if we get something less, then we're cutting ourselves short, I think.
All right,
Especially
is
for
there-
next year?
Is there a second to Ryan's motion? So I'm hearing it's a 21 model for 26,000 or less.
I'll second that.
Nagel seconds. So my question is, what if they can't get a 21 model for 26 or less? Then are they able to acquire an older vehicle for 25? Because 25, isn't that the number for that our administrator our superintendent can spend 25,000? So he wouldn't have to come back to us to have another meeting on this?
Yes, 25,000 has been the unwritten rule that you've given me to not go over to spend without your approval.
Fine.
That should be fine.
Then Craig, you have that, so you'll be in touch and I'll send some, I'm gonna say a 19 comes up for 18, well, then it makes sense, do it.
Yeah.
But the 26 is giving you at least a 26 on the new stuff.
Great. Yeah.
All right, any other discussion? Robert, are you hearing everything?
I am.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. April, please call the roll.
Bill,
Yes.
Sheila,
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Robert
Yes.
and Sonia.
Yes, the motion passes. And that is the last item on our agenda. So thank you all for having this meeting, this special meeting, and have a great day. Thanks, Robert.